2 singles from that side, 2 singles from this side.
I like when they pay attention to that, like that at heavyweight, and then they stop doing it. And it's like a transition where some guys will do it, some guys will take it, some will go on. Like, if I don't see their name,
so pretty in the sky.
Italy, heads up, you guys good? On a busy day in the, what am I doing? Am I on this side? I'm on this side. And after you shoot those up, oh man, the Italians just start cursing, crazy.
How is the skiing there? I hiked there this last summer.
The only place in the Dolomites I skied is right next to my family's village. It's a beautiful place, right on Mount Diamond. But the skiing is not very challenging.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. It's called Madonna di Campiglio, and it's the place where Tomba used to ski the slalom, not the GS or the super, just the slalom. It's kind of, it's a bit more flat. It's not super steep or anything, but it's a gorgeous place.
Yeah. We did the Alta-Bird experience. We hiked from hut to hut.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and you could see some of the ski lifts throughout, but since it's so rocky, it's hard to imagine what it's like with snow and where the lines would be and all of that. It's really cool. I loved it there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I've been lucky to be able to go back quite a few times because I've got family there and stuff, you know.
They're living a good life.
Yeah. It wasn't always that way. Back in the 20s, half of the population in those mountain villages had to emigrate because people were just starving.
Oh, wow.
And then it was rough going for a while, but then around the 60s, early 70s, the whole tourism thing really kicked in. And it's controversial because, like, some of my grandfather's brothers, you know, they just sold their land for whatever they could get, you know, and got on a boat and went to somewhere else in the world to start a new life.
Yeah.
And others didn't sell their land. And the ones that didn't, they're sitting on $1 million property now, you know?
Right.
Because whoever saw that coming, you know?
Yeah.
And there's like cousins, first cousins that are, you know, the sons of these boys that chose different paths that are just the ones that sold it, you know, or they're bitter. Bitter,
yeah.
You know, just bitter. And I'm like, dude, let me tell you a story. Because, I mean, I have this one uncle. He was my father. He was my first cousin once removed. He was my father's first cousin. He's one of these bitter guys. So fixated on the money that got lost. I'm like, you know, back in the early, mid-80s, I had a little bit of spare change. Late 80s, had a little bit of spare change. Living in Seattle, went up to Whistler to ski, and got talked into buying a timeshare. Spent about $13,000.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it was a good one. We go back to a still we've been going back for 30 years. But if I had taken that $13,000 at that time and invested it in Microsoft and held on to it, it's like, can I be bitter about that? How would you know? You know, it's a lottery ticket. You can't predict this.
Yeah.
So, you know, you win some, you lose some, right?
Yeah, or you could see it as, at least still have family there that you can visit.
Yeah.
And you don't ruin the relationship through bitterness.
Yeah, no, I mean, I actually buddied up to my father's cousin. I'm an art photographer specializing in landscapes. He guided me all around, but I had to really sweet talk him. It was a major challenge of
photos
you know, relationship challenge to get him to warm up to me.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. What's your name?
Daniel.